So for some background on this topic, society has become more focused on education as a whole, and brand name schools such as the Ivy Leagues have been equated to a successful future. Many have created a formula for college admissions, which includes high GPA, high SAT or ACT scores, and many extracurricular activities. Students have also begun to compare scores and grades among themselves, and a prime example of this is valedictorian. The pressure to attend a top university has pushed students to focus more on competition and numbers than their own individuality and creativity. With application requirements of the SAT or ACT and the expectation for students to take many AP courses, many students, parents, and universities alike have started to combat this focus on numbers and push students to focus on passion and originality. Standardized tests have negatively affected the college admissions process and students as a whole. Test preparation classes put certain students at an advantage over others. The Times editorial board says that reducing the effect of SAT on college admissions can eliminate the advantage gained by wealthier kids. It might also reduce the role of expensive test prep tutors, which can cost between $4,000 and $20,000. Test prep courses lead the SAT to no longer be an accurate representation of what a student knows, but more of how much that student has spent on test preparation. Many families cannot afford these kinds of tutors or classes, and these students are left at a very large disadvantage. This undermines the image of an equal playing field that colleges are trying to uphold. However, some may argue that the SAT is an adequate indicator of a student's abilities in the present and in the future. Hambrick says that SAT performance is as good of an predictor of overall college grade point average as it is of a freshman grade point average. However, the SAT score may depend on the situation of that day and can be influenced by many different factors. For example, Boylan says that the College Board can change a test all it likes, but no single exam given on a single day should determine anyone's fate. In addition, all the tests are made differently, and if one is harder than the other, the students who get the harder test will be negatively affected. GPA also negatively affects the college admissions process and students as a whole. Robbins says that in a 2002 survey, 83% of high school seniors said that they took AP courses because they wanted to be a more attractive applicant. Societal and school-wide expectations and the pressure to succeed are forcing students to take advanced placement courses because they believe that if they do not, they're going to fall behind. This classifies students as a number, and it also prevents students from taking the classes that they actually are interested in, such as art classes. It also pushes students to be a certain kind of student, making the college admissions process more formulaic than it needs to be, and takes away time from hobbies and extracurricular activities, and encourages negative competition between students. So many are trying to change the process and admit that there are structural problems with the college admissions process. Cohn suggests that we stop requiring standardized testing process as a whole. Some 830 colleges and universities have stopped requiring the SAT or the ACT. In addition, we should have more focus on students themselves rather than the numbers that they seem to represent. The Times editorial board said that colleges should credit students for whatever it is they do that truly reflects themselves. They can also give adequate letters of recommendation. By being able to showcase an individualized version of themselves to colleges rather than what they think they want colleges to see, students will slowly lose the mindset that there is a certain way of getting into a name brand school when actually there is not. This will garner more creativity and passion in the students to be who they truly are and create more unique individuals. In addition, parents are trying to focus more attention on their child rather than the competition between other students. Egan says that we aren't going through the college process, my daughter is, for her personal case. Colleges and universities are also trying to take a more holistic view of the applicant. According to Jeff Neal, Harvard admissions officer, Harvard University, one of the selective name brand schools, considers everything that the applicants submit in order to take a more inclusive view of the student besides their grades and their scores. So overall, there are many structural issues with the current American educational system and the system of college admissions. There's too much of a focus on numbers with the SAT and GPA, and the admissions process is extremely formulaic. We need to allow students to express who they really are as a person to colleges because these are the students that are going to be on their campus. And as students should focus more on themselves than what college admissions officers want to see and what they think they want to see. This will slowly stop the stigma of a formulaic way of getting into college.